Deciding what you want to do, feeling good doing it, and doing it the best you can. That's what I call success. And nobody else can tell you what it is. You got to define success for yourself. It took me a long time to figure out that success for me was different than it was for a lot of people who were important in my life. Like my dad, when I was a kid living on a farm in Virginia. My father figured that the only way for us to survive was for everybody to work hard. My father's thing was just work. He didn't care what you did, as long as it was working. And he believed in working hard. If you were a kid like me, who liked to sit and draw pictures all day, you was just a problem.
Dave! 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 Dave, come help us with this wood! Hey! Come on and go to work. You heard me calling you. Don't be wasting time with that. You just loaf around here all day. Didn't I call you? Tell you to go to work? Come on.
My father figured that drawing was a waste of time. He never knew a man could make a living drawing pictures. We left the farm and moved to the city when I was about 11. I found out my father wasn't the only one that thought that drawing pictures was a stupid thing to do. The important thing to most of the kids on the block was like, you had to be good at sports. That is, you had to be good with your fists, and you had to run with the game. But I still like to go off by myself and draw pictures sometimes. It kind of made me feel good to sit down and draw something well. For a while there, I got sidetracked. I started doing things just like everybody else. I saw people doing things and decided to be just like them. When I was in high school, I was influenced by bigger guys in the neighborhood. It was maybe like the football player, the baseball player, the man that could run the fastest, the guy that had a lot of women. It was like I was trying to get into those images. It was like the numbers man on the block that drove a big car and wore a diamond stick pin and had a gold tooth in his mouth. I didn't have any idea what these people did, but I saw them, and they seemed successful. When I went looking for my first job, my father's advice was, get the job that pays the most money. He didn't care what you did, as long as you made enough money. My father considered the post office as one of the highest paying jobs. So therefore, he figured that I succeeded, you know. And he'd always say, you got a good job, you know. What more do you want? It was fairly easy, you know, it wasn't a hard job. I thought at the time that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the money, and the money really made me enjoy the work. In fact, I'd probably be still working there if I hadn't been drafted.
In cadence, exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt! Okay, now I'm picking this time out here to talk to you about the choice you have in the Army. You're in a good position where you're right out of basic. This is your time right now where you make the choice. You pick your school. Don't let the Army pick it for you. You have the chance now. Don't blow it. The choice of schools that I can give you now are telecommunications. You can go to Ranger School. You can go to Airborne Military Police School.
For the first time in my life, I was asked what was important to me, to choose what I wanted to become. All my life, other people had been telling me what was important. Now I had the chance to decide for myself.
You don't want to go into computers. You want to fit something that'll help you out in the future. Assemble to the right, who? Even numbers to the right, recover. Forward, hurt. Double time.
I knew what I wanted to be, but I didn't know if I could make it. I wanted to be a military policeman in the Airborne Division. It was different than anything I'd ever done, different from anything that anyone I knew had ever done. I decided to give it a try.
You grab his arm here, bring him around, over and down.
Everything became a challenge almost to you personally, because like every time you did something that you had never done or never thought that you could do, you know, it always did something inside of you. It kind of made you realize that you could be a lot of things, you know, for whatever you wanted to be. As you gain self-esteem, as you know, it's like somebody dropping weights, you know. Every time you did something new, you know, you would drop a few pounds from this weight, and you could walk a little taller, right? You gain a little bit more freedom. You gain the freedom in your mind. You gain the freedom in your movement. It was building up your self-esteem, you know. And it was all an inward thing. When I came back from the Army, I didn't want to come back to the same old life that I had lived before I got drafted. I was very much aware of the changes that I'd gone through. I was very much aware also that I was not going to be the humdrum person I was before. I learned in the Army that I didn't have to limit myself to old possibilities, that I could test new possibilities, find out how far I could go. I'd been drawing all my life, and I knew whatever I did now would involve drawing some kind of way. I finally worked out a plan to use my drawing talents for making a living. I opened my own leather shop, called it The Cows Outside. Owner, me, Dave Gilbert. I knew it was taking a chance, trying to run my own business, but I felt it was worth it because it means I'm in control and I'm doing what I want to do. It took me a long time to get to where I am now. I draw, I design, I cut, I sew, and I do a lot of selling. This shop means independence. It's telling people that if you restructure your life and you come up with your own values, the money thing, the prestige thing really isn't that important. The important thing is being in control, being a person that can like stand on his own 2 feet and say, I run my whole fate.
Short, tight in the sleeves.
Beautiful, beautiful,
something
man.
like that.
I got just the thing for you, right here. How would you like the collars?
Maybe come across. Button on the neck.
Okay.
Slide down here. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You can make that just like that, right?
Right. You got a nice style, man.
Yeah, I like that.
This is gonna be real nice, you know.
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna charge you, you know, we don't charge you anything extra for the pocket or anything, but this jacket will be about $65.
Only $65?
Is that okay? Yeah.
No, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah, stand back and let me take a look at your size, man, because I can get a good picture of it. Yeah, I think this would fit you real nice, man. It'll be something like one of those jackets over there, but it'll have a lot more flair to it. You know?
Yeah, that looks good. I like that.
Beautiful. If you do something well, you'll know you're doing it well, and people don't have to tell you because you'll feel it. It's just like running a touchdown. Nobody has to tell you that you ran a touchdown, but you know that you ran it by the fact that you know you crossed the goal line. You know, the person that has done the thing that they want to do, what they set out to do, it's nobody that can tell you when you've made it.
Supported by a consortium of 34 educational agencies. This program was produced by WNVT, Northern Virginia Educational Television, under the supervision of AIT, Agency for Instructional Television.